The Jabra Elite 75Ts are an overall great pair of truly wireless earbuds. And I really do think that if you're an Android user, these are the earbuds to get. And even if you're an iPhone user, these are still a pretty good step up from the $160 AirPods, depending on what you're looking for. Although they're not perfect and I do have some criticisms, I really like to see all of the improvements Jabra made from the 65Ts. Now, regarding price, when Jabra first announced the Elite 75Ts, they said that they would be retailing for $200. But now that they're finally here, Jabra has officially changed the retail price of these earbuds to $180, the same as the 65Ts when they were first released, which I think is pretty cool on Jabra's part because if they wanted to, they could have kept the price at $200 and made a fake sale at $180 like some other companies do, but they didn't. So if you want to pick these earbuds up, they'll be linked down below. Now, first let's adjust the carrying case, because for me, whenever I'm looking into a pair of everyday carry truly wireless earbuds, their carrying case is a very big deal. The 75T's carrying case is noticeably smaller than the 65T's carrying case. It's still a little bigger than the AirPods and AirPods Pro carrying case, but nonetheless, it's significantly smaller than the Echo Buds carrying case. So whenever you have this carrying case in your pocket, it's not too noticeable, which is good. But the 75T's carrying case has some very important usability improvements over the 65T's case. First off, the 75T's case is much easier to open up this time around, because for comparison, one of my biggest pet peeves about the 65T's is just how hard it is to open the lid up. But also, the 75T's earbuds now magnetically align themselves to their case, which means you're going to have much less of a risk dropping your earbuds when you're taking them out or putting them back into their case. Now, this might seem like it's not a big deal, but it's one of those small things you miss when you don't have it anymore. But finally, the last major upgrade on the 75T's carrying case is that it now charges via a USB-C port. So if you're an Android user, you can charge your phone and earbuds with the same cable, like iPhone users can with AirPods. And overall, the battery life on these earbuds is super impressive. The Elite 75T's have an advertised combined battery life of 28 hours. The earbuds themselves can go for 7.5 hours straight, and the case can supply an additional 3 charges. And for me, I've been using these earbuds as my daily drivers for the last week, and honestly, it's been a challenge to actually fully drain these earbuds, which is pretty cool. Now, the reason why the battery life on these earbuds is just so impressive is because of the size of their case. Most other truly wireless earbuds out there, like let's say the Galaxy Buds or Jaybird Vistas, 2 pairs of truly wireless earbuds that I highly recommend, they have a battery life of around 15 hours, give or take. That's what's average these days. But since the Jabra Elite 75Ts are giving you almost double the battery life in the same package, that's what makes it so impressive. And battery life is the main reason why I would go or recommend the Jabra Elite 75Ts over the $130 Galaxy Buds. Because if we were to look at the other side of the spectrum, let's look at the Echo Buds. Now, these earbuds have a combined battery life of 20 hours, but in relation to the size of their case, it's not all that impressive just because their carrying case is so big compared to the Jabra Elite 75Ts. I mean, you tell me, what would you prefer to have in your pocket, this or this? But now let's talk about fit. Obviously, these earbuds are in-ear earbuds, and they go fairly deep into your ear canal. They're not like the AirPods Pro where they just rest right outside of your ear canal, but they're also not like the Sony WF-1000XM3s where they go in super deep. These are right in the middle. Overall, these earbuds fit very well, and since they're just so small and lightweight, I didn't even find myself needing ear fins. And from a design standpoint, I think these earbuds look and feel way better than the 65Ts. Regarding Bluetooth connectivity, overall it's solid, but there are some things that I do want to point out. The Jabra Elite 75Ts are still using a Hero and Sidekick setup, which is usually associated with cheaper or older truly wireless earbuds these days. Whereas most other recently released premium truly wireless earbuds each now establish a connection with your phone. So you can do things like if you just want to use one earbud at a time, you can use either one. You don't got to worry about selecting the correct earbud. Whereas with the Elite 75Ts, if you want to use one earbud at a time, you gotta use the Hero earbud, in this case, the right earbud. But performance-wise, these earbuds don't have any syncing or dropping out issues. If you're an iPhone user, you're going to have zero latency across the board when watching movies or videos on your phone. But I did notice a very slight latency when watching YouTube videos on my Pixel 4 XL. But if I were to go into the settings menu and turn off AAC, that latency would go away. But for everything else, the Elite 75Ts had zero latency with my Pixel 4 XL, whether AAC was turned on or off. So it's probably just a software issue. But another thing that I do want to point out about these earbuds is that they can be simultaneously connected to two devices at the same time. So this is a pretty big deal for power users. You can easily hot swap from your phone to your computer, like with AirPods or like with a normal pair of headphones. Now, when it comes to listening to music with these earbuds, they sound great. They have an adjustable EQ, so you can make them sound however you want, and personally, I do like bringing the mids out a little bit on these guys, just because they have so much bass right out of the box. But from a performance standpoint, these earbuds have a very clean bass that doesn't bottom out, and there's a lot of it. The highs don't get tinny, and they get more than loud enough, unless you've like really ruined your hearing. If you're an iPhone user looking for something with an in-ear design that sounds better than AirPods, but you don't necessarily want to sacrifice the convenience of having a very small carrying case with a super long battery life, then I really do think the Elite 75Ts are the way to go if you don't want to shell out the big bucks for the AirPods Pro. But another reason why I would get or recommend the Elite 75Ts over the $160 AirPods is because they have an ambient mode. And for the most part, the ambient mode on these earbuds is mostly good. It sounds natural, but more importantly, they pick up basically zero wind noise when used outdoors, like the AirPods Pro, which is what you want. But there is a faint hissing in the background if hear-through is set too high. Now, it's not really all that noticeable when you're listening to music, but it is a little noticeable if you're watching movies or videos or listening to a podcast with these earbuds. So for that reason, I keep hear-through on these earbuds at 50%. Now, when it comes to the control buttons on these earbuds, they're very good and you have full control over your media. You can press and hold on either the left or right earbud to raise or lower your volume, something that you still can't do with the AirPods or AirPods Pro. You can double tap on the left earbud to skip a track, triple tap to go back a track. You can single press on the left earbud to turn hear-through on or off, and you can double press on the right earbud to activate your voice assistant. Overall, I really like the control buttons on these earbuds. Now, when it comes to phone calls on the Elite 75Ts, even though they're using a Hero in Sidekick setup, phone calls still come in through both earbuds, which is good. Now, when it comes to the microphone quality on these earbuds, it's definitely usable, but I can't help but feel that it sounds a little echoey. Personally, I just wish they did a better job of isolating just your voice. Whereas the microphone on the AirPods or AirPods Pro just sounds a little warmer, a little bit more isolated. But definitely the microphone on the Elite 75T sounds way better than what's found on the EchoBuds. I mean, honestly, the only redeeming quality on the EchoBuds is their active noise cancellation. But overall, the Jabra Elite 75Ts are a great upgrade to the Jabra Elite 65Ts. Jabra really went in and refined the build quality and design of the 75Ts. If you're an Android user, these are the earbuds to get if you're looking for maximum convenience. Even if you're a Galaxy user, I would still consider getting these over the Galaxy Buds because of their super long battery life. Now, if you're an iPhone user, I think these would be a good step up from the AirPods because of their superior sound and hear-through mode, and for some people, better fit, but these aren't better than the AirPods Pro. But if you're looking for a more affordable alternative and don't care for active noise cancellation, then the 75Ts are a good option. If you're an iPhone user, going with the 75Ts is a real case-by-case basis. But if you're an Android user, you can't go wrong with these. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit that like button and get subscribed. It helps out more than you realize. If you want to pick any of the products up mentioned in this video, those will be linked in the description down below, and you can also support the channel by checking out the merch store. But other than that, I'll catch you next time.